Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to the French Seams. Thanks very much for joining me for this week's Me Made May roundup. We're now into week 3, so last week will be the next week and it's going strong. No repeats as yet, a couple of mended items, which is really great. I'll pop up a playlist up here and down below also where I've put week 1 and week 2 if you haven't had a chance to watch those already. So thank you very much for coming back. As a reminder, I am putting all my daily outfits over on Instagram, on my Instagram stories. I have a highlight, but I'm really enjoying sharing them here with you over on YouTube as well. So it's a really great challenge set up by Zoe, Sozo blog, basically to wear your Me Mades in May, no matter how many Me Mades you have. My pledge this year was to wear at least one item of Me Made every single day, no repeats, and do a little bit of mending as well and see where the kind of gaps are in my wardrobe. And so far I found it quite interesting. I'm loving rooting through my wardrobe to see what I have. The weather so far in May has been totally unseasonably warm, so I've been able to wear clothes that ordinarily I never would have been able to wear in May. You'll see this week it started off great. It got a little bit cooler towards the end of the week and we're now fully raining back to kind of the usual May weather. So it's a great opportunity for me to kind of mix and match for some cooler weather clothes and some lovely warm weather clothes as well as we're coming into the summer. And I have realised that I want to make repeats of some of the things that I've been making already. So shall we dive in? So this week is a bit of a longer week because it's coming out to you a little bit late, apologies. So let's start with day 15. And you can tell that, yes, the weather was lovely that day. And this is what I wore that day. This is a hack of a Helen's Closet Gilbert shirt for the top. And then I put it onto a Tilling the Buttons Lotta skirt, which I love doing. The Lotta skirt is just the most versatile skirt. I love it because it's perfect in a knit and a woven. So basically I just cut off at the waist and then put in this little elastic channel. This fabric is beautiful cotton lawn from Crafty Studio. I just love these little birds, and yeah, the Gilbert shirt is just so nice. You'll have seen many Gilbert shirts so far in May, but I thought it worked really pretty as a dress as well. So on to day 16, and this is one of my newest makes, which I really enjoy, and it is a free pattern from Seamwork. So it's this beautiful top and it's called the Hanszy top, and I made it out of this beautiful kind of Swiss dot neon fabric that I bought recently when I was in Paris. Really like how this came out. It was a recommendation from a lovely subscriber, which is great. So lovely free pattern, just a front and a back. It does come with facings, but I did binding instead. I did Specked seamstress binding, which I love doing, and it's got bust darts as well. So yeah, a very pretty top. I did wear a vest top underneath this, and I wore it with my Arden pants, my Helen's Closet Arden pants, and I thought it came out with a really cute outfit. I'll definitely make this top again. It's very simple, very easy. As I say, 2 pattern pieces if you bind the neckline, and I think it'd be suitable in more structured fabric like this, but also in a nice drapey fabric. I think it would look really cute as well, and I think it's a really bright, summery, fun fabric as well, which is great. So that leads us on to day 17. And that day I wore ready-to-wear jeans, but I wore another relatively recent make, and it is this that I made for Sew April blouse. And this is the Evelyn blouse, and it's by Experimental Space, which I'd never made an Experimental Space pattern before, but I quite enjoyed it. It's got this lovely V cutout detail on the sleeve. I did struggle with this. I had to do this multiple times to kind of make it smaller than the pattern piece wanted you to, because otherwise it would have ended up much too high. It's got a kind of a placket detail on the center front. You can't really see in this busy fabric, but it's a lovely detail. You could always do that in a contrast. I think it would look really pretty. I really like the collar. The instructions for the collar are fabulous, and I was really pleased with how this came out actually. This is a lovely crinkle viscose, and it is from Rainbow Fabrics. I thought it was really cute with a little purple heart. So yeah, a really lovely, again, lovely summery make as well, but I think this would look beautiful under a little cardigan as well. So very happy with this blouse. Next up, and I was so delighted I was able to wear this outfit. So I usually can't wear this until really the height of summer, but I was delighted. Last weekend, was it last Sunday I think it was, that I was able to wear this. This is utterly impossible to show you here, so when I pop in a picture all will make sense. It is a jumpsuit. So this is the top of the jumpsuit, and then it comes with a whole load of fabric here. This is the Size Me Sewing Serene jumpsuit that I made last summer, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely loved making this pattern. It sounds funny, but there's an awful lot of sewing involved in this pattern just because of the size of the pattern pieces, and you need to hem all of these pattern pieces. There's quite a lot of sewing involved, but I think the result is just fabulous. The sizing on this I think is spot on. She has you measure all manner of bits, and then you work out your exact sizing, and the sizing is spot on. So for a jumpsuit, I know it can be quite tricky, but for the bodice length, for the rise, for the waist, everything just worked. It was just marvelous. So I bound the neckline, which I love doing. It does come with a facing, I believe. So this is the bodice, and so it comes with bust darts here, and then if you see, there's just the waist here, so it's ever so slightly gathered into the waist. At the back, you can see here it's open, and that is where the magic happens. So you put on this jumpsuit like a top, so your top is fully covered. However, the trousers are like this. So this is actually the front trouser, but then you wrap this around your waist to become a little waist tie. But then at the back, it has little buttons. So this is actually the back trouser, and then it comes with three little buttons here, and this lovely little tab here with a bit of elastic for comfort. And you basically wrap this, can I show you? You wrap this around your back, and then this ties then around your stomach. So here you go, like this. If I can tie my button. There we go. This basically ties around your stomach. So that's the front. And then you wrap around the other part of the legs, and then you tie it. So effectively you're entirely covered. It does have kind of splits up the side if there's a strong gust of wind, but you're more or less covered. And that becomes the jumpsuit. But then, should you need to, you're then fully covered still. You don't have to take off the entire jumpsuit, if you catch my drift. It's just genius. I think it's so clever. It is quite fabric hungry, as you can imagine, with these huge big pattern pieces, but the result is just fabulous. It is just magic. I have seen some trousers like this as well, kind of wraparound trousers. I think they're just genius. It's so clever, and I love wearing this. I think it's so comfortable and so pretty. And this is beautiful viscose fabric that I got from Rainbow Fabrics. So yeah, love this jumpsuit, and I wish I could show you it in all its glory. It is on my Instagram page though, how I wrap it, so be sure to take a look at that. Right, moving on to day 19, and we're back into the sweatshirts, well, kind of sweatshirts, and I wore a high cuff sweater, which I love. Really pretty. Again, this fabric is from Rainbow Fabrics. It's a beautiful viscose with these little red hearts, really cute. This is fabulous. It's a woven sweatshirt, so you can use a woven fabric, so a nice viscose or cotton or something like that, but then you have the knit neckband, the knit cuffs, and then the knit hemband. And at the back, the hemband is much bigger, so it gives a lovely shape at the back. Really pretty. It does come with a back seam for my size. I don't think you need it. I'll omit it the next time. So I put lovely binding on the neckline, which how to do that I'll pop up here. It does have bust darts as well for a nice bit of shaping, and it's just a really pretty pattern. So you'll be bored of me talking about it. I made this last year, it didn't fit. I made it too small. This year I made it correct. I made a size medium, grading to a large, and I just love it. I think it's a very versatile pattern for any of those offcuts of viscose fabric. I think it's absolutely perfect, and I wore this with my ready-to-wear jeans. So that was day 19. Day 20, you can tell that the weather turned slightly and it was a little bit colder, so I got an opportunity to wear another relatively new make. This is a hoodie I made out of this fabulous fabric that I got from Bornella Fabrics at the Stitch Festival with these little ladies. I love it, but from back here it looks like leopard print. This is the hug hoodie. Sadly you can't get the pattern anymore, but this beautiful kind of split here, and then I put the hot coffee, the Waves and Wild hot coffee hood on it, the lovely crossover detail here. So it did get an awful lot cooler on, what are we talking, day 20. So I was very happy to wear this, and I just lined it in black to match the cuffing as well. I think it's very cute. So yeah, this is from Bornella, and then I got lovely black cuffing from Crafty Studio. I wore this then with ready-to-wear jeans as well, and I was very comfy cozy. So then the next day is day 21, and that day I wore another little top that I love, and I've actually made 3 of these. I love them so much. This is the Chasing Butterflies top by, it's a Pattern Emporium, I think. Lovely pattern. I've made, as I say, 3 of these. This one, then another one that I added a kind of a roll neck to, and then one in a more kind of sweater knit fabric, and I absolutely love it. This is beautiful, shiny, sparkly fabric that I got at Stitch Festival 2 years ago. I think I got it from Mantro Fabrics, I believe, which is really cute. So it's super drapey, must be some sort of viscosy, modally jersey kind of thing, but it's lovely, and I think it's really pretty to wear. It does crinkle quite easily, but never mind, it's worth it. It's got a lovely waistband here, and this is all one pattern piece. So you can see it's got the lovely batwing sleeve, which I really love. I think it's a gorgeous top. I wore this with my beloved ash jeans, which I've been wearing constantly. So I think this is a really pretty top. Really enjoy wearing it, and I should be making more, I imagine. Very nice. Then the next day I wore a juniper cardigan, and I love this, and I hadn't worn it for a long time actually, but I really enjoy wearing it. So this is the falling off my hanger, Jennifer Lauren handmade juniper cardigan that I made a couple of years ago in this beautiful fabric, this beautiful kind of buttery sunflower buttercup kind of yellow fabric, this lovely knit. It's so soft. I got this at Beyond the Pink Door when she had her retreat a couple of years ago, so I went through the pink door to buy this fabric. It's fabulous. So it's a lovely cardigan, if I can show you properly. It's got a beautiful kind of saddle shoulder, I think they call it here, the way the seam is here. It's really pretty. Then it's got buttons down the front. My machine had an absolute meltdown with these buttonholes, an absolute meltdown. But it does tell you to put a bit of grosgrain ribbon on the back, which I think is a lovely idea to kind of stabilise. It looks really nice. And then it's got lovely cuffs as well. But I think this is a really pretty cardigan. I would actually love to make more. I wore this with, I think, just a little t-shirt. I think it was an Agnes t-shirt. Yes, a Tilly & Buttons Agnes. And I wore them with my Ash jeans, which are the more flared ones, the bootcut ones, which I repaired last week. So I'm delighted to have them back in rotation. So very pretty cardigan, and I definitely will revisit this pattern. Next up, day 23, and this is just a day at home, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to wear this sweatshirt, which I love. I made a couple of years ago. This is just pure fun. It's just pure fun. This is the Sloan sweatshirt, and it's by Love Notions, and it's got a beautiful yoke detail on the back that goes over the front shoulders, and one of their styling pictures has a kind of little ruffle or a little bit of trim into the yoke here, which I think looks really pretty. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I got this fabric from Ecobee. Sadly, they're currently closing down, so pop over, you might pick up yourself a bargain, but she has the most fabulous fabric, and when I saw this on her site a couple of years ago, I just had to have it. I think it is so much fun. So it's a cotton jersey, so it's nice, a kind of a lightweight sweatshirt. I really enjoy wearing it. And do I have a nice label on it? I think I do. Oh yeah, I've a really pretty label here that just says yay, which I love. So I loved wearing this the other day. I think it's really cool, and just a lovely sweatshirt to have. I think it would be nice to put the back yoke in a kind of a lacy fabric or something. I think you could do something very clever with this pattern, but I really enjoy wearing it, and it was a really fun pattern to make. I wore this with my Ash jeans, which I shall just put on repeat. Next up is day 24, so we're getting near the end now. This was yesterday, and this is the LB pullover, and this comes in a roll neck, I believe, and I think full sleeves, and maybe short sleeves, I can't quite remember. But I had a metre of this fabulous modal jersey from Rainbow Fabrics. So it's a lovely weight, a lovely drape, really substantial fabric. It's gorgeous, and I just wanted a metre of it because I think the colour is just beautiful, and I wasn't quite sure what to make with it. So I knew I wanted to make maybe a kind of t-shirt or a sweatshirt, and then I thought, look, I'll just make the LB pullover. I'd never made the crew neck version of it, and I thought, let's just see how I got on with the sleeves. So you can see Specky's Beans just binding here as well, and lovely Cozy Club label there, Hello Summer, which I love. So this is the LB pullover, a lovely straightforward pullover. It's got drop sleeves. You can make it in t-shirting, you can wear it in sweatshirting fabric. It's a great basic pattern. It's fabulous. So I found out that out of a metre I could just about make 3/4 length sleeves. But what I did was, there's a hack on the Waves and Wild blog. Hopefully I'll link it below. You can make a faux cuff. It's really clever. So basically you get your cuff, your sleeve piece, fold it right sides together, and then fold down how much you want the cuff, and just overlock all that. And then when you fold it back down, it looks like a little cuff detail, which is really nice. So it means you don't have to use ribbing, you don't have to kind of stretch the fabric to fit, and it just looks like a ready-made cuff, which is genius. So I was so happy with that. It added a bit of length where I needed it, and I got all of this out of a metre, which I'm really pleased with. So I think it's a really cute top. So I love the LB pullover. Again, that was my Ash jeans. There's a reflection on here with my camera, which is rubber. It looks like Wally. Anyway, if anybody else noticed that, just me. Last but by no means least is today, and it's what I'm wearing today. And this is the Mizuzu Patterns Cuddle cardigan, but this is the sweater version, which I love. And I got this fabric very kindly from my friend Sarah. So Sarah Style, she very kindly gifted me this lovely green fabric along with the matching cuffing, which is fabulous. And this time I put a label in the cuff, which I love. It's a little Rosy Cheeks pencil label. I thought it was kind of cute. Why hide the labels? So, and I've also got my Ash jeans on as always, and I'm gonna pull off the little threads and fluff. And this is the sweatshirt. It's quite short, so I added an inch to this, and for my Cuddle actual cardigan I added 2 inches, and I definitely need that, so it's ever so slightly short, but I just put a little crop top underneath. It's got these fabulous inseam pockets which are really cool. It's got this lovely V detail here. So this is the shorter version. You can make it a longer version, you can make it a cardigan, you can do patch pockets, you can do inseam pockets. It's a really cute pattern and I really enjoy wearing it. At the back it crosses over into a V here, and it's got this lovely yoke all the way along the back. I think I have dinosaurs on it. I do. I have dinosaur binding. So it goes all the way across here. You might have seen in my previous videos I made the cardigan version in a cherry print, and I put the stripe all the way down the back, which I love because it does have a 2-part sleeve here, which is really nice. So yeah, it's a really cute pattern. I really enjoy wearing it, and yeah, this is the Mizuzu Cuddle in a sweatshirt. So there we go. That rounds up the last, however are we, 10 days, I think. So it's been lovely participating in Me Made May. I've been really enjoying it, really enjoying digging through my wardrobe, as I said, digging through the archives, seeing what everybody else is wearing, seeing the different weathers, which is lovely. We only have a week left, so I'll have to keep digging now to find no repeats for the next week. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on anything I discussed here, or if you have any questions on specific sizing, all that good stuff, please let me know in the comment box below. I would be happy to answer any of your questions. If you like this video, I'd very much like it if you give me a thumbs up, and also please consider subscribing. I hope you're having a good week. I hope you're having a good May, and I will talk to you all again very soon in another video. Take care everyone. Bye.